like a net. Get up, give it low, he make it back. She connected to me internet. I'ma show myself. She just another on my shelf. I want some, you lose some.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be using the Beats by Deb graphic liners to create like a Valentine's Day-esque look. I recorded this on Valentine's Day, but I'm late posting it, so don't shoot the messenger because you could still do this look any other day. So I'm currently doing my brows, and I'm using everything from the Morphe Arch Obsessions kit. It's literally my favorite brow products. Right now I'm outlining my brows with the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in shade Chocolate Mousse. And then I'm going to be using the brow cream from the Arch Obsessions kit as well, and the clear brow gel. So right now you see I outlined my brows, and then I'm going in with the brow cream. And I haven't done this in a video yet, but I really enjoy how like opaque it makes my brows. I have to work with it a little bit just to get it exactly how I like it. But boy, when I tell you, it comes out so cute. So how's everybody's Valentine's Day? I know I literally didn't do anything because I never do anything for Valentine's Day. So I stayed inside and recorded this video for y'all and then took a bunch of selfies. Right now I'm using the clear brow gel, and now I'm going to be cleaning up the outline of my brow using a ColourPop E3 brush and the e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. Listen, your girl came with receipts today. I got the names, the brand, all that. I got it all today. So I like to start at the top of my brow and just do like a small line, and then I'll blend it out with my finger, because you really don't need to use a lot, especially because you're gonna go over it with foundation, and then most of the time I like to use concealer in the middle of my forehead anyways. So if I do too much, it gets way too light. Next, I'm using the same e.l.f. Camel Concealer on this like blending brush that I have to use as an eyeshadow primer. And you see I put it on my lid and then took some of the excess off to blend out the edges and make sure it's all like cohesive with one another, because all that product I had on my brush, it would have made it so thick and creased so much. We don't want that. And I like to pat it in and get it all over, and then go in with the Fit Me powder in the shade 10, which I think is light. I'm not sure what the exact is, but I know it's the number 10. But I like to pat everything out just because I feel like when you blend it like you would like an eyeshadow, it just like gets really streaky. So I like to pat it in, but you can do what you like. Oh, and Fair Light, that's the shade Fair Light. For my eyeshadows, I'm using the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette, and the transition color I'm using is Love Handles, and I'm using an E21 ColourPop brush, which is like a thicker blending brush, to get it into my crease and kind of blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going to be going in with a clean E16 ColourPop brush, which is like a fluffier blending brush, to blend out the edges so that when I put down the next color, it's perfect. And if you notice, when I'm blending this out, I'm using small circular motions and going all over my lid. So next I'm using the same E21 ColourPop brush, but I dusted it off on the back of my hand so there's not a lot of powder from Love Handles. And I'm using the shade Next, which is also from the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette. And right now it doesn't look as pigmented, but I layer it up a little bit and it gets better. So this was the second time that I went and got more shadow on my brush and went in a second time, and this is how it came out. So it looks way better. And I'm concentrating it into my crease, and then I'm like lightly going up with the brush and blending it out like lightly. Next, here I'm going in with the same E16 ColourPop brush to blend out the edges, because I'm trying to get like a really smooth transition. So here you can see it wasn't that dark in the creases I wanted it to, so I used Crazy from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and darkened my crease up. Then I went in with an E17 ColourPop brush and the shade Woke from the ColourPop Strawberry Shake palette and used it to diffuse my, like, the edges even more, and it was so freaking pretty. Here I'm cutting my crease using the same concealer and concealer brush that I used to carve out my brows. And when I cut my crease, I do like a mix of opening my eye and closing my eye so I can see exactly where the line is so I can get it perfect. After I cut my crease, I'm using a JH41 brush and I'm applying Woke and Paper Straw from the Strawberry Shake ColourPop palette. And I really wanted like a whole pink aesthetic, of course, because it's Valentine's Day. And the colors on their own like really didn't match, but when I mixed the colors together, it came out like the color I was looking for. So that's the reason why I mixed them. And this brush is literally the perfect brush for applying shadow or shimmers or glitter on cut creases. Because of the tapered point of the brush, you can get super close to the line and get it like exactly how you want it without having to worry about getting shadow on the other colors. Next, I'm using a Sonia Kashuk medium eyeshadow brush to blend Crazy, which I used in my crease, just so that it doesn't look crazy, because I personally don't like full cut creases on my eyes. They look weird, so I always do half cut creases. So that's why I blend the one color into another. Next, I'm going in with the Beats by Deb graphic liner in the shade Snowflake. It's a white liner. And then I'm using the Beats by Deb liner brush that I'm pretty sure you have to pay extra for, but like who cares. And I knew that I needed to use water with these because when she first announced them, clearly she said she used water. And this is my first time using graphic liner, so I really did not know what to expect. But I did this first line, which was kind of like but just so I knew like where the placement was so I didn't mess it up or anything. And then I went in a second time with more product. And it actually came out decent. I should have left it like this instead of connecting it to the bottom of my lid, but whatever. You live and you learn. But seriously, I'm really impressed with myself because I thought I was gonna make a mess. So this is with both eyes done. Like I could see a little bit here and there where I could have did better. It could have came out better. But it's my first time, so I'm not mad at it. I like it. So now going into the face, the primer I'm using is the Tarte Double Duty Base Tape. It's a hydrating primer. I have dry skin, so that's why I use it, but you don't have to use it if you don't have dry skin. Then the foundation I'm going in with is the Juvia's Place Velvety Matte Foundation in the shade Capri, and I'm using the foundation brush from the ColourPop brush roll. Yes, I'm well aware it is not my right shade. Also, I have the palette in the camera. I'm still learning. I think I need to go and order my right shade because I literally love this foundation formula so freaking much, but it's not my right shade for right now, so I definitely need to go and get a new one. So I'm using the same e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Ivory and the ColourPop E3 brush to place my concealer. However, I'm using a 402 Real Techniques brush to blend it out, pat it out. I like to pat my concealer in just because I feel like it blends in better with the foundation because you're like pushing it into your skin and not just like swiping it across your skin. But that's just me. This makes your eyes look so much better. Seriously, every single time I come across someone who does makeup, I'm like, you need to try this because it'll make your eyes look so much better. Then I'm using the Fit Me powder to set my concealer like always. I put it on and then shake off my brush and dust off all the excess because I don't like to bake. I have dry skin. Baking is a no-go for me. Next, I'm going in with the 8R That's Rich face palette from Morphe, and the contour brushes I'm using are the M580 and the R5. And I'm using the M580 to place the contour where I want it, and then I'm using the R5 brush, which is a pointed contour brush, to blend it out and like make sure it's exactly how I want it. And obviously everyone's face shape is different. Just because I place my contour here doesn't mean you have to. I like to place mine here because I have a chubbier face, so when I place it up higher, like exactly where my cheekbone is, and I blend it out, it looks a little bit better. And also, hack, I contour under my chin and then drag it out across my jawline, because then it makes your jaw look so snatched. Oops, see, look at the difference. So much better. Then I'm using a M553 blush brush from Morphe. And I'm using the same face palette to go in with blush. Literally, I've been so in love with blush lately, and using it with this eyeshadow look, it just like it complemented it so well. The highlighter I'm using is Ofra X Nikki Tutorials Everglow in the rose gold shade. And I'm using the Jaclyn Hill JH30 brush to place my highlighter. And I like to put it like almost directly on top of my contour, but just like so when I'm looking head on you don't see it, but when I turn my face it's like bam. And I also put it on the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, the bottom of my lip, like the center of my chin, and above my brows, basically wherever light would naturally hit my face. I'm using my favorite City Girl lashes from the Princess collection. I'm gonna tag them again. Y'all know I love their lashes. I literally use their lashes 24/7. Like, boom, period, City Girl vibes. The mascara I'm using is the Laura Geller Volumizing Mascara. And it's decent, it's okay. I like how it makes my bottom lashes look. But it's so thick and clumpy, it's hard not to get it on your skin. It's so annoying. I still don't know what brush this is. My mom doesn't know. Literally, it's an imaginary brush at this point. But I'm going in on my bottom lash line using the shade Next, I think. Yeah, I think it was Next. Just to smoke out my bottom lash line. Next, I'm going in with the ColourPop BFF gel liner in the shade Exit. It's a white liner. You know I had to match the top. And next, I'm using literally my favorite lip liner on the planet, the Milani lip liner in 110. I don't know what it is. It literally goes underneath anything so perfectly. Because for this lip color, I don't have like a pink lip liner. I need to get one. But this is the closest I could find to that. And the lip color I'm using is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Flurries. The pink matched so perfectly with this eyeshadow. Like, you guys, I had to use it. It's so pretty. Look at that. It's literally so perfect. They match so perfectly. But this is the final look. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments.